You and your true love loved each other before you even existed, before you even met. You were already created to love each other. So you're not needing to control them. You're not needing to manipulate them. You're not needing to create something. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Her Union. I want to share some progress that one of my clients is having with her mirror soul. She's gone through so much in her life. She had some devastating experiences happen to her. She went to therapy for years. She was incredibly depressed. She was controlled by her anxiety. And of course, in the area of love with her specific person, her energy was coming from a needy, desperate energy. Through working together, she ended up becoming really balanced, turning within and being very consistent with herself. And she's seen an improvement in her life in all areas of her life. She's in her power, she's loving herself, and she's getting wonderful communication from her mirror soul as well. And there's even a part that I really loved because he's kind of like giving her instructions. He literally told her, and it's in my notes, so I'll end up um, telling you about it. But he told her at one point something along the lines of, when you communicate or when you're in this needy, desperate energy, I have to withdraw from you. And that's the truth. He's telling her the truth because that's the case with anything. If you're in needy, lack energy with money, for example, you'll also experience the withdrawal of money from your life. So it's the same with anything. It really comes down to you being very balanced. And that would mean that when you do your inner work, you don't just wake up and go right into affirmations for your person, because where are you? Where are you loving yourself? Where are you choosing yourself? Where are you stepping into your power? And power equals unconditional divine love. Okay, so you really want to tap into that within yourself. So I'm going to share this. I intend that it is awakening for a lot of you, that it's something that many of you needed to hear, and that you shift your consciousness simply from this video, like I see proof with so many other videos and in the comment section under my videos, where people who are only subscribed or just viewers of my channel, but they actually binge my videos. They obviously take notes, they apply, and then their specific person comes back. I've obviously also shared a ton of success stories for you in all different collectives with my clients, who some of them are in the unfolding, some of them are in the unfolding, and included in the unfolding, when they get imbalanced again, they go into another preparation stage, and that's okay. Each time they're learning more and more about themselves and about, love. So that's okay. There are also some collectives that I've shared success stories where my clients are now, they were divorced, they got remarried. Other ones where there were thousands of miles between them, tons of circumstances. Now they are married. I have other clients who are living together and buying second properties with their person. So, all right. So there's plenty of proof, obviously. And I have clients who are, I'm trying to make a point here, from all walks of life, from all different socioeconomic backgrounds. Some are already highly successful in the area of finances. Some are wanting a promotion. Some are wanting to create their own business. Some are doctors, lawyers, engineers, a lot of therapists, a lot of psychologists. When it comes to consciously allowing yourself to experience your desires, what you have to do is learn what is your role in your reality, what is reality, and what is the role of your divine messengers in your life. Okay. And what is the purpose of your desire? The purpose of your desire is that that's God's promise to you. It was planted within you before you even existed. You and your true love loved each other before you even existed, before you even met. You already chose each other. They already love you. And then you come to the experience of life on this, in this material world on earth. But You guys already chose each other. There's so much purpose in the love. And the purpose is you stepping into your power, understanding the oneness between you and life. Okay. Anyway, so they already love you. They already chose you. You were already created to love each other. So you're not needing to control them. You're not needing to manipulate them. You're not needing to create something because it's already created. And when you really truly understand that, it does really take a lot of pressure off of you. And then you can stop being so anxious and desperate, live your life and love yourself and enjoy yourself and really tap into the things that you enjoy doing. Okay. So let me explain now the things that she went through. So before I do get into this, if you do love my content, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow. I appreciate you for that. If you want me to be your coach to help you manifest anything with your specific person, email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. Go to the website, coreunion.com, book whatever you want to book. My scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you within a day or two with my next available session. Most people do the package because it's much more affordable, but that's completely up to you. All right, so let me explain this now. So years ago, my client described a history of emotional clashes with her mirror soul. There was so much intensity and conflict. She was always being the one to message and operating from a needy place. She was in fear that if she didn't reach out, he would never actually ask to see her. She had a lot of anxiety when he wouldn't reply. Previously, when she felt anxious, she would spiral and fear that everything was going wrong. The anxiety itself would literally create more anxiety within herself because she really believed it was going to ruin her manifestation with her Marisol. When she was with her husband, there was no actual connection. It wasn't really intimate. It was only about lust. When she was first with her mirror soul, there was a lot of intimacy, but then things kind of shifted. He thought she was sexy, but basically couldn't feel the sexual energy. And so she was shocked by that. And she assigned the meaning that she wasn't physically attractive to him. But the truth was, it was her story from the past that kind of shaped her story around love and intimacy and how desirable she was. She had been in a coma and experienced brain damage, and that caused a lot of anxiety. She had sensory overload. She didn't feel like she could do things independently. It really had an effect on her feelings for herself and life itself. It caused a lot of sadness, depression, and anxiety. She had gone for years of therapy. It wasn't really helping her in her life. It wasn't helping her depression. And I'm not saying that therapy is bad. That's not the message I'm trying to share. It's just that she felt like she was a lost cause. She felt like she needed something else. And then she found my videos. It really resonated in her. So she reached out and we did, I don't know how many packages. It could have just been one, it could have been a couple. I really don't know. Since we've been working together and she's been turning within more and doing the things that I described earlier in the video, really truly learning her power, trusting in her power, loving herself, recognizing her value, her worth, also seeing her person differently, and letting go of the past experiences when she felt that her person was withdrawing from her, that he didn't love her equally as much, that he didn't find her as desirable or physically attractive. All of that was just story that she projected onto him from her past, from that experience that she had with her ex-husband. So then instead of reaching out in desperate energy, what she started to do was she pulled her energy back, but not in a manipulative way, not in a way to play manipulative games with him, because she could see that if she was reaching out in misaligned, needy energy, it was simply pushing her manifestation with him away. So what she did was she didn't stop affirming for him and affirming for the love in the relationship. What she did was she added on and went into her power first and into the other areas of her life, affirming, allowing herself to feel the energy of that uh, calibrate within her, and then visualizing again in like the main areas of her life, in loving herself. And then she did the inner work with him. And in the 3D, she was being much more compassionate and loving with herself. She was being patient with herself. If she had a little bit of a wobble or a waver, she just literally told herself, this doesn't affect anything. He loves me, he adores me. If she had a deep trigger, she just turned within and gave herself love. And then she maybe did a little ho'oponopono or revision of whatever triggered her. Then she surrendered. So she was following consistently the inner work that I gave her. And so again, in the 3D, she pulled back, but not in a manipulative way, because that isn't what you want to do. You don't want to be manipulative. You have to get to a point where you can be yourself, because when you're in the relationship, you don't want to have to always be playing games, right? That's more psychology and 3D dating stuff. So that's kind of toxic. But what she did was she pulled back her energy because her energy was needy, and she only wanted to communicate when she was aligned. Okay, so when she started to do that, her mirror soul started to communicate with her more and more, wanting to make plans, wanting to spend time. And now he never stops. The communication is consistent, and she's not playing games. When he communicates, she responds. When he wants to spend time together, she's able to communicate now and reach out, because she's not in the needy lack energy anymore. She's in her trust and in her power. So she's balanced. And one of the things that I think I alluded to in the beginning of the session that I thought was so remarkable was when her mirror soul literally said, when you're in this needy energy, I have to withdraw. Like I have to withdraw. I don't remember the exact words, but it was something like that. That's powerful. He's literally guiding her. He's guiding her and telling her what she needs to do. Stop being so needy about me. Start getting in your power. Start trusting in us and in our connection, and I'll come to you. So that's really beautiful. All right. So I wanted to share this because sometimes you're so stuck in, I'm not saying all of you, but sometimes you're so stuck in the 3D, and you're stuck in the life experiences, and you're stuck in the past, the old stories, the things that happened to you when you were in previous relationships. But your mirror soul is not your ex. Your mirror soul is here to love you. So it's not your fault, but you intentionally projected a story onto them, and your identity is always going to win. So if you believe that, that's part of your identity. That's part of your self-concept. You're not, if you're not feeling loved, if you're not feeling chosen, you're not feeling secure, you're fearful of love, then your perception is always going to be that. And life is going to always reflect that. And it's going to be really precise. I know a lot of you will kind of do the inner work a little bit, but then you'll stop, and then you'll question yourself because you're not seeing proof, anything, nothing's unfolding, nothing's happening. And I know that some of you, when you watch videos, you'll kind of get frustrated if you hear a success story because you're like, why them and why not me? That internal response reaction should speak volumes to you and show you exactly that you're you haven't changed your identity. You are still in that same energy and identity. It doesn't have to take long. You can shift. But once you make the decision and you shift in consciousness, then you have to stay there, and you have to be very disciplined with yourself, and you have to be reliable for yourself, consistent with yourself, dependable for yourself, committed to yourself. These are all the things you want your person to be for you, but then you're not these things for yourself. Do you see that? So when you're doing your inner work, instead of doing your inner work and then consistently seeking for validation that your inner work is working, turn within and trust that your inner work is working. Be balanced in your inner work. Live your life and do things that you really love doing. Really pour into yourself. Romanticize your life, like the client that I shared yesterday. She started really romanticizing herself and romanticizing her life, doing things that she enjoys doing, pouring love into herself, still doing inner work with her person, not just letting that go completely. If you want to let go of your person, then if it turns out that it's not really your true love, then okay, fine. You don't have to, no one's saying you have to manifest your specific person. But if this is your true love and you really want to be with them, you have that feeling because that already exists. So you really want to develop more trust in yourself. Don't keep probing for information. Don't try to manipulate things. Don't do things in misaligned energy. Sometimes people will say, I trust this. I know this. I know that this is true. I know that they do love me. I can feel it in my heart and soul. But I've reached out to them 3, 4 times and they're never responding. If you reach out in misaligned energy and they don't respond, why do you keep reaching out more and more? Stop it. Step back, feel within the communication that you're already having it consistently because you're in the relationship. Don't keep doing this. Don't keep reaching out. Just remember to pull back and go back within, embodying wife or husband energy, spouse energy, partner energy. See yourself, see the world from the eyes of the wife, the husband, the spouse, the partner, right? That's what you want to do if this is a deep soul connection and if you want to have a life together with your person. Not everybody is wanting that. Yeah. Okay. So you're making everything about your person, but you're not recognizing that your person is reflecting your consciousness, your belief system back to you. So you want to, it's like some of you want to do it the other way around, but that's not how reality works. It has to come from you first. You change within, you transform yourself within. And that's in all areas of your life. And then reality reflects it back to you. So if you continually are anxious because you're not seeing a change, you have to recognize that your life is reflecting back to you, even that. Because if you're in the identity of not having it, and then you're experiencing not having it, you're manifesting that perfectly. It's that precise. So I know a lot of you want a shortcut. I know a lot of you guys want to bypass this, but you really want to learn what conscious creation is. And I can help you with that if you like. Obviously, I explained in the beginning of today's lesson how to reach out to me. All right. So please affirm down below. I've received this message. I know that we were created to love each other and our love is stable, secure, harmonious. Obviously, if you need me, just reach out. I will talk to you soon. I love you. Bye.